Hello, this is Trippi Congo, President of Wilmington City Council. I first want to provide just a little context about this week's address. The charter for the City of Wilmington deems our government as a direct service entity. This means we are responsible for taking care of what many would deem everyday issues: parking, water, sewer, fire, policing, and stable housing. However, we all know these are not the only issues plaguing our city, and are not the only items that demand our attention. Since the beginning of the 108th session of Council, we have been busy working with our state and county partners to advocate quality of life issues for all Wilmington residents. This information is important because a large part of Council's responsibility is not only to work within the City of Wilmington, but to expand our outreach to other policymakers and state leaders to advocate on behalf of Wilmington residents. With that, I want to share just a bit about what is on the agenda for the upcoming Wilmington City Council meeting on April the 1st at 6:30. This week, Council will hear and vote on a few resolutions that will go to the Delaware General Assembly to urge action on issues impacting everyday Wilmingtonians. We have a resolution urging the General Assembly to update the Landlord Code to require a business license in order to file a cause of action against tenants. This is something that 2nd District Councilwoman Shanae Darby is leading. This will go a long way in urging our state partners to take action against black market landlords who fail to properly register. 3rd District Councilwoman Xanthia Oliver is leading the charge to increase victims' compensation funds for burial and funeral costs. As a funeral director, I understand her concerns. I often see families who are not prepared to give their loved ones a proper service, and I believe our state must act to help these families more. There is also a resolution sponsored by Councilwoman at Large Rashima Dixon that will support legislation that will further prevent the sale of flavored tobacco products to kids. There are well-researched and documented negative effects to smoking. These flavored products can get our youth hooked, and we can do something to prevent that now. Not only is it important to work with our state partners, but it's also equally important that we talk about the separation of powers in any government entity. This is why Councilwoman Linda Gray has proposed a resolution encouraging the administration to work with Council to determine priorities for the proposed $55 million that the City of Wilmington stands to get from the American Rescue Plan Act that was recently signed into law. Wilmington City Council is continuing to work for all residents. In other news, the state of Delaware has opened the COVID-19 vaccination to anyone over the age of 50. It is important that we all have access to receive the vaccination. As a frontline worker who has handled COVID-related deaths, I signed up early to get my vaccination, and the process was painless. I cannot state it clearly enough that a vaccination today could save your life and the lives of your loved ones. Governor Carney also recently announced the restart of the Delaware Housing Assistance Program. COVID-19 has upended the lives of many Delawareans and has had a dramatic impact on housing stability as people fight to pay rent due to job loss and additional health care costs. This program will help eligible renters experiencing hardship. People can visit www.decovidhousinghelp.com to learn more. Also, April is International Black Women's Month. I will highlight an amazing black woman each week. This week is Katherine Johnson. She was a mathematician whose work was essential in helping NASA launch astronauts into space. She stated, "Everything was so new. The whole idea of going into space was new and daring. There were no textbooks, so we had to write them." And with that, I will add, never be afraid to dream and dare to be extraordinary. Happy Black Women's Month. And as always, if you have any issues or questions, please feel free to reach out to us at our office at 302-576-2140. Again, our number is 302-576-2140. And also, you can always go to our website at www.wilmingtoncitycouncil.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great week.